Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Tornado Alley, we welcome you to this presentation of the CVC Tournament quarterfinals here on WBCB, where today it's the number 2 seed Trenton Tornadoes going up against the 7th seeded Nottingham Northstars. And a pleasant good evening to everybody alongside my broadcast partner, the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher. I'm Jordan Hirsch. Well, Fish, it was just about 2 months ago when we got to witness this matchup right inside this gym in mid-December. That was a big 71-39 win for the Tornadoes in their home opener. Ave Ingram had a career night in that one, 37 points and 10 rebounds for Ave, a career high in scoring for him. But this is a very new-look Nottingham team from that cold night just a couple of months ago. They were without Chris Dormerville in that game, without Liam Cox, didn't have Zaquan Kohlers-Boyd, their Steiner transfer as well. And the Tornadoes coming into this matchup, Fish, you could argue they've probably been the best team, if not one of the best teams in the CVC all season long. But Nottingham, they've got everything going for them right now. They're red hot, winners of 5 straight, and they're coming off one of the most wild comebacks we have ever seen, erasing a 22-point deficit in the final 5 minutes and change in the first round against Hamilton West. So on paper, this game looks like it should be all Trenton, but the Northstars, they certainly have momentum on their side.
Well, I got to tell you, this is my 46th year doing this stuff, and I have never in my life seen a comeback like that. I mean, I've seen comebacks, teams down 22 come back, you know, but that comeback started in the third quarter or first half or, you know, early in the 5 minutes to go, coming back from 22 down. I still can't believe. You know, I told you off the air, I felt like Jack Buck after Kirk Gibson's home run. I cannot believe what I just saw. And it was a mind-blowing comeback. And look, it can mean one of two things, I think. You know, Nottingham, they could have a letdown after that and really have nothing left in the tank after such an emotional win, you know? I mean, it might have just been like, or they might have so much confidence and be so fired up that they could be extremely dangerous tonight. And I'm kind of thinking it might be the latter. I think Chris Raba is a master of getting his team ready. And, you know, I'm sure as much as the Northstars went into practice yesterday and wanted to bask in the glory of what they accomplished, and that just sent shockwaves across the county. I'm sure Raba reminded them at practice just how bad they lost here earlier in the season, and just said, you want that to happen again? Let's work. Let's go to work. And he quickly got their focus back on trying to compete with the Tornadoes. And one thing they have to do, they can't let this thing get out of hand early. The other night, the last game, and you and I were here, Trenton forced 9 first-half turnovers, held Nottingham to 5 for 25 shooting, took a 16-5 lead after one quarter, 35-11 at halftime, and it was just never a game. That can't happen again. They have to keep this close.
Well, today's game on WBCB is being brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the City of Trenton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, DiLorenzo's Pizza, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, Morrisville Chiropractic, the Capital Area YMCA, and Hyundai of Trenton.
I thought you were going to ask me more stuff. I wasn't done.
Continue then, Fitz.
But I thought you were going to ask me something. So, anyway, like you said, Nottingham is a better team now than that first time they met. They got their full team back intact. They won 5 straight. This is traditionally a team that gets better in February and hopefully March if they want to play deep. Trenton's also playing well. Trenton's got 5 wins in 6 games. Only loss was to undefeated Shabazz. Now they have to guard against looking ahead too. They have St. Peter's Prep coming in here tomorrow night, the number 2 team in the state. So I don't think you'd look ahead in a CVC game, but now, and Jordan, both of these teams are kind of similar in that they want to turn their defense into offense. They want to get some points off the press, get some runouts, get some transition buckets. Trenton's a little more equipped to do that. So I'm not sure how much of a track meet Nottingham would want to make this game. They showed a lot of patience. They showed a pretty patient half-court offense against Hamilton for a lot of the game, but that didn't work out too well. It's when they started getting those turnovers off inbounds and turnovers and half-court, that's when they really started to go wild. But I think they might want to. They don't want this thing to be going up and down because we know how deadly Trenton can be when they do that. I think this is going to be a little bit closer I think it's going to be a lot closer to when they met the first time. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's certainly a battle of strength on strength. Trenton, the top scoring team in the CVC, going up against Nottingham, the second-ranked defensive team in the conference, with a trip to the semifinals on the line here tonight. Will it be the Tornadoes or the Northstars advancing? Find out next. Opening lineups and tip-off right after this on WBCB.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Another round of applause to our JROT color guard students doing great work right here in their own community. And now for our visitors from Nottingham, number 21, a senior, Liam Giles. Number 13, a senior, Chris Dormaville. Number 11, a junior, Harry Bassett. Number 10, a sophomore, Quayshawn Roberts. And number 5, a junior, James Rump. And Coach Chris Robert, assistants Keyshawn Burke and Milo McGuire. It's not Bible study, that's on Wednesday. You know what time it is. Put your hands together. Your tornado started. Number 35, a junior, Jay Harris Hot Ramos. In the middle, the big man, number 25, a junior, Caleb Smith. A dunking power forward, number 4, a senior, J-Dot English Fulton. And the power forward, number 5, a senior, Alvin Ingram. And that little guy, we call him the general, number 3, a senior, Juan Sanchez. And Coach Dow, Bumpy Dog, Dub, assistant Brian Miller, Phil Ravenel, Beatsworth, Herbie Ellis.
Back here from Trenton Central, you just heard the starters for each team tonight. First for Nottingham, the starting 5, James Rumpf, Quayshawn Roberts, Harry Bassett, Chris Dormerville, and Liam Cox. As for Trenton, it's their typical starting 5, Juan Sanchez, Jadon English Fulton, Ave Ingram, Jaharis Ramos, and Caleb Smith in the middle.
Quayshawn Roberts getting the start tonight. He was huge in that win over Hamilton. Had 2 big three-pointers in the 19-0 run, and then hit the winning shot with 17 seconds to go. And he's one of those guys, when he's on, he's on. When he's not, he's not. We've seen that over the years with a lot of players. You're streaky one way or the other.
A trip to the CVC semifinals on the line. Off we go. Ingram with the quick pull-up. Jay left it short. Offensive rebound, it's Sanchez coming off a 21.5 assist performance. The 5'8" senior guard torched West Windsor South with 4 made triples in that one. Sanchez, tough 2, no. Rebound Ramos, third opportunity for Trenton. That's English Fulton inside for 2.
Well, Nottingham's going to have to get a little better, a little more feisty on the boards if they're going to compete in this game.
Yeah, that was one of their problems when these two teams matched up in December, right? Just not having the height advantage, and Trenton, like they've done to most teams in the CVC this year, dominating on the glass.
Yeah, I mean, Nottingham's not a big team.
Ramos just ripped it away from Roberts and goes coast to coast for the easy layup, and it's a quick 4-0 lead for Trenton. Well, of course, we talked about Nottingham coming in with all this momentum. 4 quick points for the Tornadoes. Snap back to reality now. Liam Cox all out of control, and he gets fouled en route to the hoop.
Cox bringing the ball up and saw an opening and took it.
Well, Cox is the tallest guy on the floor for Nottingham, the 6'4" senior. Second on the team in scoring, averaging just under 10.5 per game. Liam Cox has been playing some of the best basketball of his high school career the last few weeks, averaging just under 12 in his last 11 games, and in 7 of those games, he's scored in double figures. 1 for 2 at the line that time.
Cox also happy. Brigham Young doing well. His whole family went there, and he's thinking of going there too.
Sanchez fakes, fires, can't hit the 3. Rebound ripped down by the sophomore Quayshawn Roberts, and Ingram commits the foul.
Good little sequence there for Nottingham. They get the rebound and get a foul.
The Nottingham team looking to win multiple games in a local tournament for the first time since 2022. Jadon English Fulton with another steal, and he got blocked by the rim that time on the jam attempt. And so the Northstars catch a break, still only down 3.
The rim was the rim protector.
This is Dormerville. Both him and Cox missed the game here in December. Goes all the way in and can't hit the layup. And a good job by Rumpf to pick the pocket of English Fulton. Rumpf inside, he is fouled.
Oh, nice. Go ahead.
It's a good job by Nottingham to weather the early 4-0 spurt by Trenton in those first couple of minutes.
Yeah.
To see Rumpf come up with that steal and drove in unafraid. I mean, we talked about it, right? We've talked about it at length so far, but this is a Nottingham team. They've got to be real confident after what transpired on Tuesday.
Sure. Can't be afraid, man.
And it just continued the Northstars' dominance at home this season. 12-3 at home, just 3-3 in true road games. I think the fact that they've already played 15 home games is kind of impressive in and itself, as Rumpf splits a pair.
Well, Nottingham was, I mean, they were flat out terrible from the foul line in the first 3 quarters, and starting a little cold there again, 2 for 4. You cannot have that. You can only be that bad once and think you're going to get away with it.
I mean, it's a team that scored just 22 points in the first 27 minutes and then scored 26 in the last 5 and change. Ingram left alone. Bottoms.
You don't want to let that guy start to go off.
Yeah, not necessarily known as a 3-point shooter, but he knocked down a couple in the win over West Windsor South on Tuesday. And that time it was Joel Cummings forcing the tie-up of Rumpf. So the early substitution for Daryl Young, getting Joel Cummings into the game, who provided some good minutes on Tuesday in the first round. The Trenton team that won that game 84-43, their largest margin of victory of the season and their most points they have scored. And they did it by doing things just like that, forcing another 5-second call. And early turnover problems now for Nottingham, not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah, they got 3 turnovers 3 minutes in. And Trenton doing to Nottingham what they did in the last 5 minutes the other night, getting some 5-second on the inbounds.
Great ball movement. We saw a lot of that on Tuesday. Ingram from the parking lot.
Yeah, he can hit him. I mean, he doesn't take him a whole heck of a lot, but he'll hit him.
What would you say the key fish for Nottingham was? Don't let this game get away early. It's now 10-2 and another turnover.
Yep. Ingram had 3 threes against Nottingham in the last game. 2 of them came in the first quarter.
Yeah, and what was an all-time performance, 37 points for Ave, a career high. We've got a foul. Don't count the bucket. The foul came on the floor. Yeah, Ave Ingram, I mean, you want to talk about stuffing the stat sheet. December 18th in the home opener for Trenton against Nottingham, 37 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks.
Yeah, that was a good year that day. Good season.
Joel Cummings that time getting his first 2 points of the night. And it's quickly 12-2 Tornadoes with 4:41 to go in the opening quarter.
This is exactly what Trenton wants. They want to come out of here and they want to just, you know, just do what they did last time. Blow this thing open and...
Ooh, good cut that time by Rumpf, and a perfect job by Dormerville to find him.
Oh, that's a big basket. I mean, they gotta battle back here and keep this thing under 10 going into that second quarter.
Yeah, you got to figure that Nottingham seeing an 8-point deficit right now in the first. They're like, hey, no big deal.
Yeah.
Sanchez got around his man. Deep 2 is good. Already 5 different Tornadoes have found the bottom of the basket. Sanchez, his first 2 points of the evening.
And they're starting to heat up, too. They missed their first few shots. They hit about 3 or 4 in a row now.
It allows them to set up just this swarming defense that forces another steal. Beautiful Euro from English Fulton. It is all Trenton here in the quarterfinals. And we've got a foul on the inbound.
And listen, if you ever wanted to if you ever wanted to get a team to stay, where's this going?
They called a foul against Nottingham.
Oh, wow. Second one on Deshaun Roberts.
Oh, they forgot about Sanchez. Can't do that. Timeout, Chris Raba. 19-4. The Tornadoes have come out with EF5 strength here in the quarterfinals.
Unbelievable. Well, no, it's not really unbelievable. I mean, Trenton is that good, but they're playing as well as they could possibly play right now.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it the most. You can visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everybody to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. You can find out more by visiting their website at hamiltonnj.com/health.
And if you're Daryl Young, you're telling your team, if you have a built-in motivator with this team from that comeback Nottingham had the other night. Don't relax no matter how far you're up. Keep pouring it on. Whoa,
more good trapping. Dormerville able to find Rumpf, who nearly gave it away. This is Coleman underneath James Rumpf for 2. And already the 6-foot junior guard, James Rumpf, he's up to 5. And that bucket, hopefully for Nottingham's sake, settles it down. The Tornadoes looking to keep the pedal to the metal. Sanchez, deep one, you bet.
I mean, when a team is this hot, what are you going to do? You just got to, I mean, you try to D up, but.
Rumpf got left alone. English Fulton just blocked that one in. Rumpf averages 8 a game. He's already at 7. Sanchez, you know he's going to take it. You know he's going to make it. 25 points in the first quarter for the Tornadoes.
Wow. Wow, Juan Sanchez, talk about finding your stroke. My goodness, 4 straight for the senior guard. Missed his first 2, now he's banged 4 in a row.
That time they get Cummings for the foul. Well, Juan Sanchez last week had a 24-game streak with at least one made 3 snapped in their win over Pennington. He hit 3 threes in response to that the next day against Lawrence, knocked down 4 on Tuesday against West Windsor South. And he's looking to have a career night from the outside if he can stay this hot.
Oh my God. Well, nobody stays this hot, except maybe guys like Pete Maravich and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But if he can stay like this for the rest of the night, he's going to set CVCT records. Granted, it's only the second year of the tournament, but still.
Liam Cox at the line. All CVC honorable mention last season. Can't track down the missed free throw. You already know Trenton wants to push, and Ave Ingram is the spark plug for that. He gets fouled going up for the layup, and Ave Ingram, the 72% free throw shooter, he'll get 2 shots at the line. You don't think Ave Ingram's a little motivated this tournament, Fish, after scoring just 3 total points in 2 CVC tournament games last year?
Yeah.
Dropped 31 on Tuesday, and he's already got an early 7 here tonight.
Yes, I would say he's a little motivated.
1 for 2 that time for Ave.
Since you asked.
Davidson was the last to touch it. Jamari Davidson into the game for the first time. He had a career high with 5 points as Trenton was just running away with it on Tuesday against West Windsor South. 26-9. Trenton has come out and delivered an uppercut to all that momentum that Nottingham had. The 5-game win streak, the 22-point comeback. Very far in the rearview mirror as Rumpf can't hit the layup. Dormerville can't either. And Sanchez settles it down and wants to run. English Fulton, whistle, he took too many steps.
Missed layups were a big problem for Nottingham the other night as well. Robert said they missed 15 to 20. I don't think that they missed that many, but they probably missed about 10 to 12 in that first 3 quarters.
Nottingham this season, they're the 7th seed in this tournament, and they're 0-5 this year against teams ranked ahead of them. 9-0 against seeds 8 through 15 throughout the regular season and then into the first round as Ramos just jumped on the back of Harry Bissett, who we really haven't called his name at all, Harry Bissett, and he's a guy that's got to get going if Nottingham wants to get back into this game. One of the best 3-point shooters in the conference. He'll go to the line for a pair right here. But Bissett, he's hit 57 threes this year. He can't connect on the first free throw. He's hit 12 in his last 3 games. He had a career night on February 4th in a win over Princeton Day where he just got unconscious, knocked down 8 triples in that one and scored 27 points. That's part of the reason why Nottingham, of course, got back and won the game on Tuesday, but also why they shouldn't feel like this game's out of reach already, because the 3-point shot is a great equalizer, and Nottingham can knock them down with the best of them.
Yeah, they can, but I'm telling you, man, they got to start making these free throws. They're 4 for 8.
Ingram, he attacks the glass and missed.
They're getting to the line, but you got to make these.
And right now with Trenton in the penalty, they're going to be shooting free throws from here on out this quarter. So final minute 10, and now Chris Dormerville will go to the stripe. Dormerville is a 6'1" senior guard, averaging a little over 6 points per game. Had a big game against Trenton last season, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Dormerville, he's been in double figures now in back-to-back games. For the first time this season, he scored 10 points on Tuesday against Hamilton West. And there you go. Ask and you shall receive, Fish. Dormerville knocks them both down.
Yeah, well, that's... You want this thing getting totally away from you, and, you know, got to hit those.
Sanchez going to work against Rumpf all the way in. Can't finish it. And now he's caught behind the play. 5 on 4 if Nottingham hurries. Sanchez does a nice job to hustle back.
That was a nifty little move there by Sanchez. Just couldn't get it to go down.
So Nottingham has forced back-to-back stops now. Looking to pay it off here on this end. Bissett from the elbow. Rebound English Fulton. And now let's see if Trenton wants to continue to run or slows it down. Ingram's, he's got dangerous thoughts on his mind, and he goes all the way in for a pair. 9 already for Ave Ingram. He's now got a game high. 28-12.
Well, Sanchez has 9 too. 3 threes, right?
This is Bissett launching from the corner and getting the roll. There you go. Harry Bissett knocks down the triple. 28-15 your score. Sanchez, does he realize how much time is left? He does not.
No basket. In the 1 quarter, 28-15.
And at times, it felt like defense was optional in the opening 8 minutes. 28-15, Trenton on top. 8 down, 24 to go. Here from the state's capital in the CVC quarterfinals. And I'll let you know that Mayor Reed Gusciora of the city of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school. Wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Mayor Reed Gusciora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. Today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office has immediate openings for attorneys who have been admitted to practice in New Jersey to serve as assistant prosecutors. If you're passionate about public safety and justice for all, we invite you to join our team and make an impact in your community. You can visit us at www.mercercountyprosecutor.com. 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packs are on sale now for the 2026 season. And coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie, soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township.
Well, what do you have Sanchez for? I have him for 11.
I might have lost count there at one point. We'll tally this up at our next break.
Oh, will we?
Nottingham with the ball to start quarter number 2. Started to settle it down a little bit at the end of the first after Trenton came out just sizzling hot. Dormerville falls down. Coleman back to Bissett. Good job by Trenton denying them the opportunity to get inside the three-point line. English Fulton went for another steal and couldn't get it.
Trenton might be getting itself into a little bit of foul trouble here. I mean, they got in the penalty before. How many fouls do you have for Ingram? 1 or 2?
I think it's just 1. And Fish, you are correct. 11 for Juan Sanchez.
Okay.
9 for Ingram, 7 for English Fulton, 2 for Cummings and Ramos. That one was tipped by Ingram, right back into the hands of Rumpf.
I'll tell you what, they're playing, they're electric on D right now.
Coleman back outside. Yeah, you see just no airspace for Nottingham. Bissett, he's got a pair of threes, and he's a guy that can get hot, and he can get hot quick.
Yep, and he's going to have to.
Sanchez all the way in, denied inside by Liam Cox. Fast break opportunity. Dormerville, it's down to 8.
How about that?
Nottingham has survived the opening blitz by Trenton.
Who had their shot blocked down there? Sanchez?
Yeah, that was Sanchez. Ingram step back, way off. Rebound, fought for, bodies hit the deck. This is how you know it's a tournament game. We got a tie-up, and the possession is favored by Trenton.
I know, don't you love it? I mean, the intensity is so much higher. I mean, it's just awesome.
We talked about Nottingham trying to win multiple local tournament games for the first time since 2022. Trenton hasn't done it since their Mercer County tournament champion season back in 2023. Didn't qualify. Whoa, this is a deep one. Sanchez in and out. But as I was saying, Trenton, they didn't qualify for the Mercer County tournament in 2024. Then last year, getting upset here at home by eventual champion Ewing. Upset in terms of seeding, at least, as Trenton was the 4 seed, Ewing was the 5.
Yeah, that's Ewing, Trenton, 4-5. That's not an upset, no matter who the 5 is.
Just the fact that Sanchez felt like he could hit that shot is how you know how he feels like he's got it going on.
Yeah.
Coleman from beyond the arc. Rebound, Bissett doing the dirty work inside, but can't hit the lay. Third opportunity for a moment. Cox fights for it. No foul. They say it's clean. Rump takes it away from English Fulton. And Nottingham will slow it down, at least momentarily.
Yeah, good thing.
Dormerville gave it away. Hernandez, the outlet pass. Jamari Davidson had it swatted by Coleman.
That would have been pretty.
And we'll get some changes now. Jaharis Ramos back in for Trenton. And we'll see the Steinert transfer Zaquan Kohlers-Boyd for the first time in this game for Chris Raba's squad.
Yeah, he came up.
And Ave Ingram that time going right up against the aforementioned Kohlers-Boyd, and just too much to handle inside right there.
Kohlers-Boyd injured himself early in the preseason, tried to play a little bit, just wasn't effective. They told him not to play, but he said he wanted to, and now he's back, and there's another turnover.
Ingram the steal, Sanchez off the outlet pass, the easy deuce, and Chris Raba wants to talk things over.
Yeah, Trenton will take that all day. That's Trenton ball.
32,
get a steal, get a layup.
32-20, Trenton on top, 5:15 to go till the break. And I'll let you know that celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And there's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai Konas, Palisades, Tucsons, Santa Fe's, and Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. Again, remember, over 1,400 tariff-free cars waiting for you to test drive now at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township.
Trenton coming out with that full court press. I'm sure Nottingham worked on trying to beat this a lot yesterday. It's tough, though, when you only have 1 day to practice. It's like the MCAA tournament.
Yeah, it's tough when you get to see it actually live. It's very difficult to replicate this, but they do a nice job doing it there. And then English Fulton with a hard foul that time on Kohlers-Boyd. And that's the thing, right? If you're able to break down the press and get it across the timeline, you'll have a numbers advantage. The way that Trenton brings almost their entire team into the backcourt. Of course, way easier said than done.
Right.
Zaquan Kohlers-Boyd averaging just 1.8 points per game this season. This is not his first go-around against the Tornadoes. Scored 4 points and had 7 rebounds in a game his freshman season at Steinert. And this is starting to become a trend. Players going 1 for 2 at the line for Nottingham.
Yeah. Well, Nottingham has to be careful. They don't want Trenton getting another big lead again.
And all of a sudden, the Tornadoes have kind of cooled off from the field. And that one was knocked away by Caleb Smith. And then Kohler's Boyd hit the deck hard and fortunately just popped right back up. It is a tough spot for Nottingham to operate right in front of the student section. Cox can't hit right there, and here comes Ramos the other way. Feeds Sanchez, can't bury the three. Ramos tracks it down in the corner. Outside Ingram, the jab, the blow by, the layup, it's good, counted and one. Ave Ingram, the line for one more. He's up to Baker's dozen, 13 points.
Yeah, Ingram, he got it, he knew what he was doing. That'll be on Liam Cox's first.
It's like Ave Ingram and Juan Sanchez have a bet going on as to who could finish this game as the team leader in points. They keep going back and forth.
They've kind of had that little contest all year, haven't they?
Ingram, the CVC leading scorer, averaging about 21.5 per game. Sanchez, a couple of ticks below that at 19 points a game. And Caleb Smith comes up with the denial. But Jairus Ramos, I think that one slipped out of his hands.
Jairus Ramos doing a good job rebounding. We're grabbing, keeping the ball active.
Cox gets inside again, gets swatted by Ingram. Nottingham keeps trying to go inside, and it hasn't worked out too well for them. And English Fulton is fouled. They say it's a shooting foul, so he'll get 2 shots at the line now.
Yeah, they're just kind of overwhelmed underneath there. I mean, they've gotten a few layups on some, semi-breaks, but for the most part, in the half-court set, they're having trouble getting anything in underneath.
Well, and here's the thing, right? Nottingham's a very good three-point shooting team. They've got a slew of guys that can knock it down from deep, and that's kind of how they got back into the game at the end of the first quarter. They hit a few threes. You got to believe that if you're Chris Raba, you got to be thinking about adjusting this game plan a little bit.
Well, they have made it, you mentioned it earlier, they've made it a little tough to get shots at that, by the three-point line.
Yeah, it's because of stuff like that. Sometimes just having trouble crossing the timeline.
Yep. That's turnover number 7 for the Northstars.
They've rebuilt their lead back up to 17. This is Coleman kicking to Bissett. Pump fakes. Out Dormerville. Coleman from the corner. They needed it, and they got it.
Yep.
Thomas Coleman, his first 3 points of the night.
Yeah, he barely played against Hamilton the other night. I'm not sure what the issue was, but yeah, he's a shooter. I mean, between him and Bissett and Krishan Roberts, well, he's on the bench with foul trouble right now. And Dormerville can hit threes. He started that run with a couple of threes.
Smith couldn't handle it cleanly. Now he's in trouble. Somehow found Jairus Ramos for the 2.
What a great pass. I don't know how he even saw him under there. I don't know, but that was sweet.
They break the press with Rumpf. Kohler's Boyd. Rebound tipped around. English Fulton's got it. Good spot to trap him, and Darrell Young sensed it and called the timeout.
English Fulton doing a good job on the boards. He got 6.
Jadon English Fulton on double watch with 8 points, 6 rebounds, still 2:32 to go till the break. And you can make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org for more information. Morrisville Chiropractic is providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. At Morrisville Chiropractic, 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. Their hours, they're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, 1 to 6 p.m. Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. This is a Nottingham team, Fish, that came into this game second in the CVC in defense. They only allow 48 points per game. That's second to Hopewell Valley.
Yeah.
Who's just putting together a masterclass of a season defensively. They've already given up 40 here, and it won't be 42 as Dormerville snuffs it out and ripped it away from Smith, and then Ingram got all ball that time.
And Nottingham trying to get a little fast break action going, but Trenton got back quick.
And it goes Coleman.
Ooh.
Finds Rumpf back outside. It's Kohler's Boyd.
Good job by Rumpf to even contain that ball. It was down in his ankles, and he was on the run. He just kind of scooped it up like an outfielder coming in to pick up a base hit.
Good crossover move. Gets to the bucket and can't finish once again. And those missed layups are starting to become a problem again for Nottingham. Sanchez putting the moves on Rumpf. Ingram. Chuck-ching.
These guys are just, they're just lights out. 11 for 17 in the first quarter, and they're...
Ooh, Zaquan Kohler's Boyd with a silencer.
Well, this is the most extended action I've seen him have. I hadn't seen Nottingham in a while, but...
Sanchez from three, in and out. That one was about halfway down. Nottingham looking to close this first half strong. Get this game a little closer. Can't do it right there. Under a minute to go here in the CVC quarterfinals. A date with either Ewing or Robbinsville is what's at stake. Ingram, how about another? That time can't get it, and the strong side board's taken by Kohler's Boyd, who tries to go 1-on-4. Now Ingram's gonna let Jadon English Fulton, who gets it to go, and the foul.
Yeah, you can't go 1-on-4, Jordan. Doesn't work that way.
He was able to get it up to the glass, was Kohler's Boyd.
I didn't see you got that rebound of his miss, did you?
That was Ingram, who then delivered the outlet pass.
Thank you.
And English Fulton converts on the three-point play. So already 3 tornadoes in double figures. Ingram with 17, Sanchez with 13, English Fulton with 11. And another turnover now for Nottingham. Trenton scored a season-high 84 points on Tuesday, and they're threatening that mark once again. Looks like the game plan is hold for one.
Yeah, I would think so.
Sanchez orchestrates the offense.
Go in with at least a 19-point lead, maybe more.
It's going to be more. Ave Ingram with the flush. 48-27, and that'll do it for a wild first half inside of this raucous gym at Trenton Central High. The home team all over Nottingham in this one. 48-27 is your score. 16 minutes down, 16 to go. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have a message for you from the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. And then we'll have another iteration of the fish stats in the third quarter of action on the other side of this break here in the CVC quarterfinals on WBCB.
Hello, my name's Jeff Martin. I'm the proud mayor of Hamilton Township. I'm here today at halftime to talk to you about our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and how we need your help to clear the shelter. Right now, we have dogs, we have cats, but we are over our capacity at the shelter, and we need your help to help these animals find their forever home and join a loving family. There are a variety of ways that you can help. Obviously, the biggest is adopting. So whether you're looking for a big or small dog, a young or old cat, we likely have what would fit you and your family's needs at our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. If you can't adopt right now, maybe you can consider fostering. Fostering is a great opportunity to help an animal get out of the shelter, to start to get accustomed to living with a family, and I promise you, you're going to fall in love with it. But if you don't eventually adopt, it puts that animal in a great position to be adopted by somebody else. If you can't adopt and you can't foster, look to volunteer. So many of these animals just need some love and attention, and to know that they are loved so they can have success at their next forever home. We have information at our website if you want to adopt, if you want to foster, if you want to volunteer. Google Hamilton Township Animal Shelter and it'll be one of the first things that pops up. If you want to go and talk to somebody in person, our Hamilton Township Animal Shelter is at 2100 Sylvan Avenue, located right next to our Department of Public Works. If you want to talk to somebody in person, you can call 609-890-3550. So remember, adopt, foster, volunteer, and if none of those are good for you, we know time is valuable, even just donating money, which allows us to buy maybe some extra toys to get the animals having some fun while they're in the shelter. Donating food or blankets, any number of things that can be donated. We have the list again on our website. So again, we need your help to help the animals. And I know you've got it in you. I know you have a warm heart for our animals here at the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter. So I hope either can adopt, foster, volunteer, or donate. You take some time and help us out to help these animals out. I hope you're enjoying the game. I hope to see you around soon, and thank you for your help.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB 11.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It's important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. You can learn more by visiting their website at hamiltonnj.com/health. And Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school, wish them the best of luck this school term, and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Mayor Reed Gusciora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth.
All right, let's run through these stats real quick. For Nottingham, scoring 7 apiece for James Rumpf and Harry Bissett, 4 each for Chris Dormervole and Zaquan Cullors-Boyd, 3 for Thomas Coleman, 2 for Liam Cox. Stars shooting 8 for 20 from the field, 7 for 12 from the line. They've committed 9 turnovers. Trenton shooting 59% in this game. Basically a 3-man show. Abai Ingram with 18, Juan Sanchez 13, Jaden English Fulton 10, Jaharis Ramos chipping in with 6, Joel Cummings with 2. Trenton shooting 19 for 32 from the field, 4 for 6 from the line. They've only committed 2 turnovers. That's tremendous. And rebounding, Trenton leads 17-13 in rebounding. English Fulton with 7 boards, Jaharis Ramos with 5. They're doing the bulk of the work there. And this game eerily familiar to the first game for Nottingham. They trailed by 24 at half in that first time out. Now they're down by 21, and I guess you got to figure Chris Robbins in the locker room saying, boys, you were down 22 and came back in 5 minutes. You got 16 minutes to come back from this deficit. And in the other locker room, you got Darrell Young saying, this team came back from this much in 5 minutes. Go out there and act like this game is tied and try to win this quarter and just keep on going.
Yeah, and of course the task is probably much taller for Nottingham tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously a 22-point comeback in 5 minutes is
unheard of.
Yeah, it's nearly unheard of.
Yeah.
But trying to do it against this Trenton team, and especially if they can continue what they did in the first half. I mean, they came out on fire and I guess cooled off a tad in the second quarter, but really finished that first half strong. Juan Sanchez and Abe Ingram just knocking threes down left and right.
When you say a tad, you're right, because they were 10 for 16 the first quarter, 9 for 16 in the second. So yeah, a tad is about it. And defensively, they have just been hardcore all the way.
Nottingham certainly needs a run, down by 21 beginning the second half. A trip to the CVC semifinals is what's at stake. The winner of this game gets the winner of the 3-6 matchup, either Ewing or Robbinsville.
I mean, we talk about how tough it's going to be for Nottingham inside, and Trenton knows that. Trenton's not conceding anything out on the perimeter.
And you got to believe that's the game plan, right? Don't let a team that shoots the three very well, don't let them get hot. They've knocked down a few, but it's been a lot of these tough inside looks. Bissett from the foul line, can't get it but a foul.
I mean, they might want to do a little more of what they just did there. You know, try to attack, try to penetrate, and then kick out. You know, have the defense collapse in and then leave a guy open out there. See, Trenton would fall for that.
And it's a very similar game plan for Trenton today as it was on Tuesday. West Windsor South, a 3-win team, but one of their strengths was also the three-point shot. And Trenton did a very good job to deny that and just not let the Pirates get anything going from beyond the arc. Joel Cummings right to work and blew the layup that time. Good hustle, though, by Cummings. And he commits a foul, but that's a foul that if you're Daryl Young, you're certainly going to live with.
Yeah, for sure.
And it also allows Trenton to set up this press.
That's 3 on Cummings, though. If you're Nottingham, your goal is to get this thing to under 10. Get this deficit under 10 by the end of this quarter.
It's got to be just chip away, chip away, chip away. Yeah. They get it across the timeline. Roberts feeds Cox underneath. No.
Nice play by
and it's
Sanchez.
Stripped. And yeah, that was Sanchez while he was falling out of bounds. Able to knock it away.
Yep. Just a great hustle play by Juan Sanchez. Yeah, you know, I mean, you're not going to get 20 points back all at once like you did the other night. You gotta chip away and, you know, go on little spurts, 6-2 spurt, you know, an 8-4 spurt, something like that. Turnovers aren't going to help.
Yeah, it's the second time that Nottingham's committed an offensive foul on an inbound.
Yeah, but you can't go into the fourth quarter trailing by like 14, 15. You got to get it down to a workable deficit.
Ingram, ball was on his head for a second. He didn't know where it was. Around the screen, he pulls up. Rebound collected by the 5'8" Sanchez. Looking for help. Couldn't find it in Ingram. The ball rolls out of bounds. Ooh, they say it was last hit by Nottingham, but from our angle, Fish, I thought that was last off English Fulton.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it went off his leg.
Colonial basketball underneath, 6:20 of the time. Once again, if you're not a part of school security, law enforcement, or school staff, you need to be in a seat.
Oh, Ramos with that play again. We've seen him do that at times this year. It doesn't lead to an immediate bucket.
That's the first time I've seen that.
This is Cummings off the kick out. Sanchez buries another triple. 16 and counting for Juan Sanchez, who in 3 prior CVC tournament games is averaging over 21 points a night. This is Liam Cox down the lane. Roberts can't hit it. Rebound English Fulton, and Quayshawn Roberts remains scoreless. English Fulton got caught in between steps that time, and it's Rumpf with the takeaway and the coast-to-coast bucket.
Roberts was on the bench most of that first half. He got 2 quick fouls.
Ingram right to work, and he'll get 2 at the line. See Ave Ingram, whenever he does that little stutter step crossover and puts his head down, almost impossible to stop. You either give up the layup or you foul him, or sometimes both.
Yeah, you can see it coming. He just gets that kind of like that running start sort of thing, and like a bull, he's to the basket.
Well, Ave Ingram is starting to be Nottingham's worst nightmare, right? 37 points when they met during the regular season. And I don't know if 37 is in the cards again tonight, but 30 is certainly a possibility.
Yeah.
Ingram's already eclipsed the 30-point mark 4 times, including that 31-point performance against West Windsor South in the first round. Bissett, he hit a couple threes in that second quarter. This time attacks and gets fouled by Sanchez.
Well, you know, if you're Nottingham, if you can attack and draw some fouls. Well, that's Sanchez's first, so he's not in any kind of trouble.
The interesting number, Fish, for Harry Bissett.
Wait, they're giving that foul to Davidson.
Well, Davidson's not in the game, so I think that's just a mistake on the scoreboard.
I think you're right. Oh, shoot. Who just shot those foul shots?
That was Bissett. So he's got 10. And off the miss, Nottingham went for the breakout, but they traveled. Well, as I was saying, Fish, about Bissett when he was there at the free throw line, he's knocked down 2 threes, and he might want to keep it that way. Because in games where he hits 3 or more triples this season, Nottingham's 5-4, and in games where he makes fewer than 3, they're 10-3.
Huh.
Little reverse splits action.
That is an interesting stat, my friend. You are the stat master.
It's amazing what NJ.com can provide for you if you just dig hard enough. As Sanchez comes up short on that jumper. Good rebound by Rumpf, looking to go all the way. English Fulton wasn't having any of that. Cullers Boyd went for the layup, but that was after the ball went out of bounds. Last hit by Nottingham.
Yeah, again, Trenton getting back.
They're going to call the foul on Rumpf that time. He tried to sell it.
4:29 52-32 is that score.
And now Rumpf will check out, and Thomas Coleman will come in for him. Good job by Trenton here to begin this third quarter. They knew that Nottingham, they wanted to go on a run and get some momentum here out of the break, and Trenton's just done a fantastic job keeping this at a 20-point game right around that margin. Sanchez, who's been blistering hot from deep, uses the baseline and then just throws it away. He got caught in no man's land. Oh man, just everything's going out of sorts right now for Nottingham. Look out here, Ingram. Nothing fancy that time, but 2 points count just the same.
Yeah, they'll take boring buckets every day.
Ingram comes up with a steal, and now it's takeoff time. Timeout, Chris Raba. Trenton having themselves a night here in the CVC quarterfinals, and a pair of rim rattlers for the 6'4" guard, Ave Ingram.
Yep, you could see that one coming a mile away. Ended the half with one, got one there. And, you know, Nottingham looked like they were trying to make a little bit of a dent early in this quarter, but Trenton's having none of it.
Today's game is brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. The Prosecutor's Office has immediate openings for attorneys who have been admitted to practice in New Jersey to serve as assistant prosecutors. If you're passionate about public safety and justice for all, we invite you to join our team and make an impact in your community. Visit us at mercercountyprosecutor.com. 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. And coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie, soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township.
Well, one thing we can say, Trenton was not looking past Nottingham ahead to St. Peter's Prep. They have come ready to play and haven't stopped.
Yeah, their focus is very much on the task at hand, which is right now they feel like they're 10 quarters or a little less than 10 quarters away from a CVC title. this set, just being harassed by Sanchez, forced it up, and the rebound's taken by Sanchez. Ingram, beautiful look inside. English Fulton lets his man go by, and then it's just cookies. So give Jadon English Fulton 12, and the lead the largest it's been now for Trenton. They're up 26. Dormerville got it over the outstretched arm of Ingram and in. So Chris Dormerville, he's got 6. That's right about what he averages. You see Trenton right now. It just looks so calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, I mean, and now, you know, just Sanchez setting up the offense, and
Look at that off-ball movement, and Sanchez can't pay it off.
Airball, surprised to see that.
Yeah, can't say I expected to see the way Juan Sanchez had been going so far, him miss everything tonight. Well, Nottingham will take it, and now Chris Raba going a little deeper into his bench. He's got Jacob Flores and Gabe Bittner in the ball game. Flores getting a chance to bring it up. No easy task. Broke the press for a moment. Ball now rolling. Ramos has another steal. One-handed pass to Ingram. Oh, he spun it, but couldn't get it to go. He was a man of two minds. He'll just shoot the 3 this time. No good.
Yeah, right. Flores got the rebound, then turned it over.
Dormerville, he's got 4 quick points. Man, Ingram in a blur just down the other end, but that one was erased by Cullers Boyd. And then a foul against the Tornadoes. I'll tell you what, Fish, after every made bucket, of course, me and you, we go down to our score sheet, we pencil it in, sometimes incorrectly, and then we have to figure it out, but that's neither here nor there. What I was getting at is just you go to pencil in the points for Nottingham, and then you look up, and all of a sudden, Trenton's right at the rim.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time.
And that time, Dormerville is fouled by English Fulton, and that's going to put Trenton in the penalty, and that should be 2 shots at the line now for Chris Dormerville.
That's why I always used to like covering those Princeton University games when Kirill was the coach, because you had plenty of time to write down all your stats, any little note about the play that just happened, and you could look up and they'd still be passing the ball around.
Of course, now in college, you don't even need to keep track of your own stats. They do that for you.
Well, no, I know, but they did back then too. But I mean,
you're old school, Fish. You want the handwriting. You want the pen and paper.
Yeah, everybody does. You want to make your own little note, and keep your own little running. And I had to do it for AP. I had to get that sent in before those stats even came out sometimes.
And that is what got you in the Mercer County Hall of Fame.
No, not really.
Among other things, of course. Dormerville 1 for 2 at the line that time. Sanchez wants to push. What else is new? Ramos, wow, he somehow kept that in bounds. And then Coleman was the last to hit it. Ramos walked the tightrope there along that sideline. This game's shaping up to be another very Jaharis Ramos-esque stat line. You do a better job keeping track of some of the other stats, but he's got 6 points. He's got a bunch of steals. I mean, he had 4 points, but 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks on Tuesday. And now Ingram's going to get 2 more at the line.
Well, he's got 6 points and 6 rebounds so far. I'm not sure what he's got, assists and steals. If I tried to keep all that, I wouldn't see 1 basket.
Well, that's what Ramos does, right? I mean, he's a guy who's not really known for his scoring. He averages just 4.3 points a game, but 6 rebounds a night, 4.5 assists per night, and 2.8 steals. This is a guy who provides energy whenever he's in the ball game. Ingram 1 for 2.
1:20 at the time, y'all.
Well, we said Nottingham had to get it under 10. They have not. They've lost a point in this quarter so far.
And Ramos right on cue with another steal. Yep. Oh, what a beautiful fake. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. That was just pretty from start to finish.
He let 2 guys go right by him. says that he is the guilty party.
Chris Robin, he's just he's not getting upset or anything. He knows his team's running into a buzzsaw tonight.
And for Nottingham, their season, of course, far from over. They're going to be in Central Jersey brackets. They've still got a game on Saturday against Robbinsville.
That'll be a good game. Those two always have good battles.
Chris Stormerville with those 2 free throws. He's into double figures at 11. Joins Harry Bissett as the only 2 Northstars to eclipse 10.
Rob was a little dressed up tonight. Did you notice that?
Well, I mean, it's a big game, right?
That was a big game the other night, too. He had his sweats on then.
Ave Ingram is nearing 30 points once again. He's already done that 4 times this season. Sanchez forced the steal. Whitaker got the save. Ingram off the lob, couldn't finish it.
Oh, that would have brought the house down. Oh.
He's done that once this year. He did it in a game against Hunterdon Central a couple of weeks ago, and Ingram was a little slow to get up that time. He tried to do it against West Windsor South. In fact, when I was on the call with Nick Gallagher a couple of days ago, I made a bold prediction around halftime that Ingram was going to catch a lob like that, and then he had basically that happen to him in the second half, where he was the recipient of a lob but just came up empty. Ingram checks out of the game now in a 24-point contest, final seconds of this third quarter. Trenton looking like they're well on their way to a trip to the CVC semifinals. Sanchez doing all sorts of dancing and blows right by Bittner. And time runs out on this third quarter. The Tornadoes extend their lead. It's 65-39. We're through 24 minutes here at Tornado Alley. And Trenton well on their way to another game here at home in this tournament. And celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and a great variety of EV vehicles is what Haldeman Ford has to offer. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. Make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org for more information. Morrisville Chiropractic, providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing at 632 Crown Street. They pledge to make you the patient part of their chiropractic family. They're open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, 1 to 6 p.m. Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. A score update. Robbinsville pulling the upset over Ewing in overtime. 61-57 your score. So the winner of this game will see the Ravens on Wednesday night as the reigning champ Ewing Blue Devils go down in the quarterfinals.
Well, do I have to give you props? Would you like it known?
Well, that is because I guess at the beginning of this game, I told Fish, I'm like, Robbinsville, they've got a good squad, right? They've got Tyler Bunnell, one of the better players in the area. They've got their talented freshman Jackson Davis. I said, watch out for them.
You said you thought they were going to pull the upset. Don't be modest.
Smith can't spin it home that time.
That is, Connor Hayes. Chris Robb is generally noted as the best coach probably in the CVC, but Connor Hayes is one of a bunch of good young coaches that are in the CVC. Jeff Molinelli and Matt Stein and Hopewell. Although Jeff Molinelli's not all that young anymore, but yeah, that's quite a feather in the cap for Robbinsville.
And how about some of the games, Fish, that this tournament is providing during the first week? Of course, Trenton right now well on their way to their second consecutive blowout. But yeah, Nottingham come back from down 22 with 5 minutes left on Tuesday. Robbinsville Ewing today going into overtime and the Ravens pulling the upset on the road. You had number 12 Notre Dame taking down number 5 Heightstown on Tuesday in the first round. They're playing against Hopewell Valley right now. It's been a very exciting CVC tournament so far.
Yeah, it sure has.
And it's only promising to get even more.
Well, I hope so, yeah. I mean, Robbinsville's going to have a huge test. If they come in here and Trenton plays like this, if Trenton plays like this, nobody's going to beat them.
Ingram can't bake it home. Of course, the other first-round game was Princeton and Allentown pulled out a close win in that one in the 8-9 matchup. They're taking on Lawrence tonight. Bittner tried to feed it underneath. It was deflected out and deflected a couple of times, so it'll belong back to Trenton.
Yeah, this game's getting a little raggedy now.
A score update, by the way. Well, I'm kind of on a roll calling these upsets. Notre Dame taking down Hopewell Valley.
Wow.
56-47. Will Foley and the Irish. Foley coming back from injury. He scored 30 points in their first round win over Heightstown. Not sure how many he had tonight, but you got to believe he was a key contributor in that victory. So the 12 seed now in the semifinals, they're going to play either Allentown or Lawrence.
Right.
And Dormerville just threw that one away.
That doesn't surprise me as much because they played Hopewell tough the first meeting, and they didn't have Foley, and they didn't start a lot of their guys. So that's not a huge surprise. But Robbinsville Ewing, wow. Another turnover down the other end.
A little surprised that Darrell Young still has the most of the starters out there. He's got 4 of the 5 guys from the starting lineup still in the game.
No, not really. He tends to keep them in there for a while.
A lot of the deep bench players played pretty much the entire fourth quarter on Tuesday. Sanchez left that one short again. And Bittner was going the wrong way, but got it away to Coleman. And then Ramos, what a beautiful job to poke it away from behind.
And again, a little sloppy right now, but Trenton's still playing that good defense. Wow, you're right though. This is a bracket busting CV. Oh, look out, CVCT.
Kohler's boy nearly blew a tire that time. Dribbled himself out of his shoes right there, and then committed the foul. Well, he was going against Kyle Graffi, who had a pretty funny moment on Tuesday.
Did he now?
Yeah, Graffi in the blowout win over West Windsor South. He got some run in the fourth quarter. Got himself a fast break opportunity, went up for a jam, and the ball just slipped right out of his hands. And it looked like he had come up kind of gimpy, so it's good to see that he's back out there. But the Trenton student section and the Trenton bench were having a very fun time with it.
Well, that's always good. See him having a good time.
Talking about this fourth quarter getting a little sloppy. We still haven't seen our first points of it.
No.
And an offensive foul.
Yeah.
And now Chris Rabba is going to go deeper into his bench. He's got Darlin Antoine over at the scorers table, and now they're going to let him check in. And James Rumpf will take a seat, most likely for the final time. So Rumpf is going to check out with 9. And they call it travel. Bittner never let go of the ball. I don't know if that was the correct call. It looked like Bittner might have stepped over the end line, which isn't a travel.
Yep.
It's a turnover nonetheless. They fired up top for Ingram. Good job by Roberts just to contest right there.
Good job by the refs to just let that one go. Let that foul go. I mean, if this is a close game, they might have called a foul there, but let them play.
They'll send the double at Ave, and a foul called. It'll be either against Roberts or Bittner.
Hey, you know, Bittner's getting some. We hardly seen Bittner at all. good for him to get some playing time in this game. Who knows what you might need once the state tournament comes, you know?
Yeah, Bittner's a guy who's played very sparingly this season, but he's played real well at times, averaging about 3.5 points per game. Not having a terrible season, as Ingram a few times couldn't hit, just falling away, no. He wanted a foul, and now he's a little late to get back into this play. Roberts right to work. Bittner cleans it up, no. Antoine ripped it away and then just threw it up wildly, and it'll stay with Nottingham. Last out of bounds off of Graffy.
We may never see a point in this quarter, pal.
Oh, we're almost halfway there without seeing one. Antoine got left alone, and now he's going to go to the free throw line. And so, Fish, your prediction of no points in this quarter might survive a whole 2 seconds.
My predictions aren't known to pan out too well.
Well, 2 seconds, that's an improvement.
Yeah, that's true. Shut up.
Well, there you go. He knocks down the first. And for all the times that you say that I drink stuff with my broadcaster jinx, there we go.
Well, I don't know if this is a jinx.
It's kind of a reverse jinx. You want to see scoring, I guess.
Yeah, you weren't really jinxing either side. Neither side was scoring. Pretty smooth free throw shooting there.
Antoine in 9 games this season, averaging just over 3 a game. This is Stalin Hernandez, who saw a little bit of run in that second quarter. Kind of wowed the crowd with that crossover move. Ingram, the lone starter, out there. He keeps wanting to elevate and detonate. He's already caught a couple of bodies this season.
You know, I'll never quite understand this Trenton rotation. Last time I saw Trenton against Pennington, and Donald Jackson was in there and played a really good game, and you were saying he'd been getting minutes and been playing well. This is the first we're seeing him right now. I guess it's going to come down to who plays well in practice. A lot of coaches are like that. You practice well, you play well. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, today we saw more of Joel Cummings, who's really played sparingly as of late.
Yeah.
In fact, before the game against West Windsor South on Tuesday, he had missed 4 games in a row, presumably not with an injury. Uh-oh, here we go. Ingram air cleared for takeoff. A 2-hand rim rocker. And he's able to get another flush on the night, 68-41. This is Gaglione, Luca Gaglione airballing the 3. We've got a whistle and a timeout called by Darrell Young. All Trenton once again here in the CVC quarterfinals. 3 minutes and 58 seconds away from confirming their date with Robbinsville right back here next Wednesday. I'll let you know that today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We're proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, and Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term. Well, Fish, you bring up that Pennington game, and part of the reason why Trenton really struggled in that one is Graffy gets the layup to drop, was their half-court offense just wasn't where it needed to be. Now, all of a sudden, in their 3 games since, I think it's really been their best 3 games in terms of operating in the half-court. That's Samir Castret with the bucket, the 5'9" senior for Nottingham. But I'll pose the question, I mean, if Trenton's able to have this much success playing in the half court, look out. That ball came careening our way. But if Trenton's able to play this well operating in the half court, then continue to turn defensive stops and turnovers into quick scores on the other end. But how do you beat them? Like, you really look at them and there's no weakness.
As we see, their half-court game is good when their full-court game is good. When they start running and everything, they loosen up in the there's a block. They loosen up in the half-court game. You know, if they're just relying strictly on the half-court game, they seem to be a little tighter at it and not quite as, you know, it doesn't flow as much. But when everything's going and they're getting transition buckets, they just seem a lot a lot easier. Everything seems a lot easier for him in the half court.
Those are the first 2 points of the night for Quayshawn Roberts, so then Trenton immediately turns it over. And I guess, of course, it helps the half-court offense when Sanchez and Ingram are just burying threes left and right.
Right, but a lot of that comes from just, there's no pressure because everything's working.
Yeah, if you're a team going up against Trenton, you've got to fluster them early because, I mean, you see what happens tonight, right? The Tornadoes go up 16-4, and they really never look back. Nottingham never got to within 8 after that moment.
Yeah, and this is what they want to do. They want to cut your heart out early and, keep it out.
This is Jamari Davidson at the line, who had a career-high 5 points on Tuesday. Gets the first free throw to drop. Well, this will be the first time for Trenton in a local tournament semifinal since the Mercer County tournament in 2023 when they went on to win it as part of a 29-win season. Roberts, nice little head fake, beautiful Euro, got it and one. They're going to say no basket. Oh, did he travel? Is that what the call's going to be?
Yep.
Too good of a Euro step that time.
Sterling Hernandez coming off. Getting low fives, actually, from the bench.
Davidson. He crossed himself up that time. Still got it away to Malik Fleming. Back-to-back games now for Fleming with a couple of blowouts. Fleming steps back. Just thinking about a three. Tried to find Jackson and gave it away. Up ahead, Gaglione. Gets underneath. Kick out, Castret, fakes. This is Antoine missing the bunny. And the rebound taken by the smallest guy on the court in Fleming. Gave it right away, however. Antoine's gonna fire a three and bury it. Probably not the shot Chris Raba wanted him to take with a guy wide open at the block, but Antoine, he'll take it for sure. And so Darlin Antoine has 5 points tonight. And he's still playing hard. Comes up with the takeaway, at least for a moment. Bittner got on the floor. Hernandez got the basketball. And then Antoine comes up with another steal. All the way in. Can't hit the layup.
Missed it.
Jackson looks like he got away with a travel there. Here comes Jamari Davidson. Shovels underneath. Graffi, extra feed inside. And Donald Jackson with a pair of points.
Well, the Robbinsville, it's going to be an interesting game. That's an interesting matchup. I mean, Robbinsville's got to be feeling as though they could beat anybody after beating Ewing tonight.
Yeah, Trenton, if you remember, all the way back to opening night for the Tornadoes, they went on the road and they took down Robbinsville 78-59 at the Ravens' Nest. And of course, the storylines for that game, it's going to be both teams having their big three. Trenton, of course, Juan Sanchez, Jadon English-Fulton, and Ave Ingram. And then on the other side for Robbinsville, a talented freshman Jackson Davis, Tyler Bennell, and Liam Butler are the big three for Connor Hayes' squad. That game will take place right here on Wednesday. We'll have it for you. Game time, of course, to be determined. We'll be on air about 10 minutes before tip-off. Here from Tornado Alley as Malik Fleming has it rattle in and out. And then, wow, that was kind of almost an own goal, an own bucket. I think they're going to give the two to Jackson, but Bittner was the last to hit it. 76-48. Castret, he got the three.
Castret can light it up. I think we saw him hit a few back with, what do you call it? Hamilton.
Davidson will dribble out the clock, and it's a couple of monster wins for the Tornadoes. here in their first two opportunities in the CVC tournament. Trenton has punched their ticket to the semifinals. They'll take on number 6 Robbinsville on Wednesday night, and another commanding victory, 76-51 for Trenton over the Northstars of Nottingham. Our player of the game, we're going to go with Juan Sanchez tonight. We talked to Ave Ingram the last couple of games. Sanchez finishes with 18 points and was unconscious from deep. We'll have that interview shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast on our YouTube Shorts page, Instagram, and Facebook. Today's game, it's been brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Saul Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Animal Shelter, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, the City of Trenton, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, the Trenton Thunder, DiLorenzo's Pizza, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, Morrisville Chiropractic, the Capital Area YMCA, and Hyundai of Trenton. Tornadoes get the win 76-51 here in the CVC quarterfinals. One final time now for the entire crew, from our broadcast partner Rich Fisher, for Brianne O'Neill, who produced today's stream, and for Trenton's media department helping us out with the camera work. My name's Jordan Hurst, saying thank you for watching, and have a great night, everybody.